saying we're going to be live, but
Never mind.
wait, I do have a DVI cable here. Yay, DVI cable.
I don't have any of them left, or VGA.
Oh, I'm lucky to find one. I found this the other day, all wrapped up, still cable tied in its original wrapping.
Hey, that works.
Very lucky.
Oh. Okay. Computer's having a hissy fit. Ah! It finally caught up with me. Maybe this is a bit slower, computer. Oh no, it just takes its time. Okay. Transcoder. Wonderful thing. All PC Mark, what was it, Mark 3 now?
Yep.
Now it'll be shiny.
It'll work quite well.
It does look pretty cool.
I've got to get it running so that I can upload the photos of it. I don't have an SD card reader on the corner PC.
Oh dear.
But
Oh,
yeah, it's on. It's all there. The i7 mainboard's in there. I haven't officially broken out the brand new RAM or anything yet, but it's there.
It'll look good.
I just found out the socket 1155 coolers look exactly the same as a one of those big chunky Pentium 4 coolers with the copper core in it. The push pins don't line up.
No, it's a slightly different measurement. So a little bit of creative editing will make it fit.
Slightly wider. It sucks. I wanted a fatter, chunkier cooler on it, but I'm just going to use the factory one for the time being. At least until I can go water cooling.
Water cooling is cool.
Yeah.
It is. I got water cooling in mine. It's sort of half working. It's missing a few pieces, but it does make it cool. Just give my PC a hissy fit again. Am I echoing? Oh, are you echoing on mine? Sorry, that's the more...
Speakers on.
Yeah, I think I had my screen turned up a touch loud.
I'm turning mine down a bit too.
The downside of no music, huh?
Yeah, can't have music on Google Hangouts. They like to hit us with copyright strikes.
That one. Oh, I got the P4 to go.
Oh, the trash find one.
Yes, it is going now. I forget what was wrong with it.
Oh, good.
I changed something and it was happy.
Usually helps when you change whatever's broken.
Yeah, the only issue being I'm not quite sure what was broken. I think I changed too many things at once.
Oh, this is an old school DVI lead. It's only got the single pin. It doesn't have the 4 around it. It's DVI type 1 or something.
DVI something. There's DVI-I, DVI-D, and DVI-A.
Could be A. Either way, better than a VGA-D sub lead.
Touche. Actually, thinking of VGA-D sub.
Funny thing is, the monitor actually came with one of these leads. It should be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I should just use this, which is the original Sony lead.
I have this really cool one, DVI-1 and VGA on the other.
I don't think I have one of them. I think I have a DVI to HDMI cable, but I don't have a DVI to VGA cable.
I'd never seen one before, and I have two of them. They're with the monitors.
I'm used to finding these everywhere. Gender changes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
sorry.
step on them.
Uh,
Step on
No,
them away.
DVI to RGB changes.
Yes, they're not pleasant to step on. They're very unpleasant.
There are plenty of them around. I'll just use the original Sony lead. I'm not going to use the new one just yet.
DVI-M. Never heard of DVI-M.
Is that what it is?
That's what I have a
Chat.
comment on.
Is chat working?
Did that comment? Oh, that comment worked. Oh, that's cool. There's comments.
People are actually watching.
Oh,
That's a good sign.
4 people.
Awesome.
I'd consider that a new record. DVI-M, I'm actually intrigued by that now. I wish I had a second workbench PC. Are you going to KVM your 2 old PCs to one monitor?
I might have to. I've got that 24-inch Samsung, so why not?
I might have a KVM around here somewhere.
The thing is, I still use a mixture of USB and PS2 equipment.
I think I have a USB KVM and a USB to PS2 adapter around.
Oh damn! No wonder it doesn't fit. I think I've stepped on it at one point.
Oh, that would break it.
It's not broken. It's just the metal outer shield squished in a bit. There we go. Now it fits the hole. Just got to shove it in.
Oh no. I'm seriously upsetting my workbench PC here.
That's not good.
My touch screen has gone out of calibration, so I touch one place and it just taps wherever it wants.
Oh, that's like the head unit that Vicky has. The overlay is about half an inch off center from where it should be.
Yeah, hang on, I'll shift the camera so you can see this overlay. The overlay is a lot bigger than the screen. Try not to make people dizzy. Hey, Hall of Mirrors. That actually looks kind of cool. So the touch screen aligns with the top, but there's a huge gap at the bottom where the bottom of the picture is and then the bottom of the touch screen.
Oh, okay.
Searching for a face. You won't find a face, computer, because you're pointing at yourself. There. Have you got a face? Are you happy? Yes. I have upset it slightly. There, workbench PC. There.
Alex is going to be on around 6 his time, so about 2 hours time. Yeah, it's 10 past 5 where he is.
Yeah, so about an hour.
Awesome.
Good old, I've been gotten by the time difference between one side of the country and the other more than once.
Definitely.
And crossed 3 time zones.
Working for 2 hours.
I believe we crossed 5 time zones in summer.
Yeah, sometimes he can be 2 hours out.
Just a tiny little bit out. 3 hours in summer.
That's right, yeah, it is. It's there a while.
There were 5 time zones in summer and there are 3 time zones in winter.
No, I ran out of a USB lead. I was going to poke it further back, but it won't let me do that.
I seem to have upset the Hangouts app. It's not automatically switching between cameras.
Have you clicked on my thumbnail at one point?
Right just then because it got stuck on mine.
Yeah, if there's a blue border around my thumbnail, it'll automatically stick to it. Same with yours. So you just got to toggle it. It's a toggle switch.
Ah.
Trust me, I've had that problem plenty of times before.
Nope, I've now... Oh, nope, there we go. I think it's happy now.
Sounds better now?
That's better. It's flicking now.
Yeah. No, you've just got to toggle the two of them. Well, not toggle the two of them, just, you know, click it, toggle it.
Wall PC looks awesome.
Yeah, it's a bit of a beast. Instead of having the power supplies mounted horizontally, with the cables coming across, I just mounted them vertical, so hot air goes straight up.
That looks cool.
The acrylic panel is going to be cut out so that it just fits over the top of the casing, so the power supplies always get fresh air. They're not pulling air from the case itself. Case itself will have just cross-flow fanage. Or actually, more like, 50mm PVC pipe going out the wall with an extractor fan on it. Actually, no, more like... I was thinking about it, maybe positive case pressure with just a filtration unit. Save having to blow this thing out with compressed air all the time. We'll just shove so much filtered air into it that dust doesn't get in.
Hey, that works.
Yeah. I wish I had the same with the bottom corner PC because that's a bit of a mess at the moment. The front grill's full of mud.
I just avoid looking inside my PCs because I know the pain that's coming. I should have a new shed toy tomorrow too.
Another cart?
And 42-inch plasma TV. It just has no picture apparently, so it needs a little bit of love.
Sound but no picture?
I think so.
Yeah, it depends what make and model it is. Sometimes it's cracked panel. Sometimes it's a sustain issue, but it hasn't actually caused the power supply to shut down. That huge one that was in my hallway, standing up next to the bathroom, that has the same thing. It's got no picture, but sound and everything works fine. Problem is, there's these big, I don't know what you'd call them, hybrid power modules on the Y-sustain. Both of them made an incredible bang as it died, and unfortunately, it's not worth fixing.
This is what it looks like. I've got no idea who made it.
Yeah, I can't see anything from that.
Yeah, unfortunately...
If you can find out what brand it is, or what manufacturer it is, I can figure out who the OEM is, because it's usually either LG or Samsung, and I might actually have a board for it. Hell, I've got enough boards for about 50 plasmas now. Hell, if you want a 42-inch plasma for the shed, I've got about 2 of them in stock. They're only standard definition models, but they're there. I've also got a couple of LCDs and a 32-inch plasma.
Yeah, I was thinking of hanging a plasma up where I've got the monitor up on my wall, but it occurs to me I never built the wall to hang that much weight.
Yeah, it depends how well the studs are tied to the brickwork. But that's not impossible to fix. We can pull those MDF panels off and put right-angle brackets to the brickwork. I've got a masonry drill and Dynabolts.
True, I've got a lift too.
Dynabolt the studs to the brickwork, and then we can hang a 42-inch plasma off it. No problem. Hell, we could hang a 60-inch plasma off it and it won't fall down.
You're putting a lot of faith that the brickwork here is very good.
It's better than just hanging it off MDF and pine.
True. Very true. I hear a 380 outside. I think Warren's home.
fire up half of wall piece. This is the old half. The original.
Has to be the world's noisiest door.
Right, well, I've got CPU power, I've got mainboard power, I've got video. Keyboard. Oh, there we go. Keyboard. Keyboard activate. Oh, I don't have. Yeah, I do have mouse. Power supply activate.
Might need some memory activate too.
This one's alright. I'm only activating the old one, which has 4 gig of DDR2 in it. Oh.
No, it's not happy with that RAM.
I think I've upset something.
Yeah, that sounded like a. That sounded like a.
Plugged in either. Yeah, I've made it sad.
The belief is that the plasma is made by Sharp.
Sharp, okay. I can't remember who their OEM is or whether they make them themselves.
Well, I'll have it tomorrow morning, so before I go out for the day, I'll pull the back off and have a look.
Yeah, it'll be one of maybe 4 OEMs. Samsung, LG, Pioneer. Depends how old it is. Hitachi used to make them. If it's a standard definition plasma, it could be one of 6 or 8 OEMs. But if it's a modern plasma, like a HD one, it's usually one of 3 or 4.
It's a lot of OEMs.
It is. These days it's about 2. It's either Samsung or LG.
Either way, they work or fail. Though people still make plasmas.
Panasonic, sorry. There's about 4. Panasonic still make plasmas, and they make the best plasmas. Samsung make good, affordable plasmas at the moment. They don't seem to have the failure rates that they used to. LG, I don't really know. I just don't know anyone who's bothered buying an LG plasma since they had the failure problems in the late 2000s.
LG simply make plasmas, reliable or otherwise.
Oh, they do make LED TVs though. They're not too bad. They're pretty decent quality. Like I've said before, Korean stuff is just, yeah, it's not quite as good as Japanese stuff, like the Sharp Aquos LED TVs like mine. But for the value for money, you're paying half as much for a LG as you are for a Sharp.
Well, some people just want it now rather than want it working.
Good point.
I actually have some DDR3 RAM. It's a day of miracles.
Yay, no more angry beeps.
How many beeps is it doing in a row?
Popped it out, snapped it back in again.
Still beeping?
Error, system fan has failed. Oh yeah, that's because I've disconnected it.
Oh, well, it's on. That's a good start. Oh, just casually throw my RAM all over the floor.
Boot devices because I haven't connected the hard drive. At least it stopped screaming at me.
Not screaming is a good start.
Yeah. No, I think it's just because I twisted the main board and the RAM modules, well, they haven't been moved or reseated in a long time.
Well, they're reseated now.
Yeah, I just pop them out, pop them back in again. That's all you need to do. Turn it off, turn it back on again.
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Basically, every IT operator I've ever encountered.
Yep, worked for me.
I had to say that to a customer.
I used to say it to customers all the time.
Yeah.
Had a battle with a customer once who didn't want to pay the $99 call-out fee because I had to go out to fix the fact they hadn't plugged it in. However, they'd been warned that they would get charged $99 if I had to go out and fix it, and had they tried plugging it in. To which the answer was, I am not an idiot, I have tried plugging it in.
And it still wasn't plugged in.
It was not plugged in.
Oh dear.
They ended up having to pay the fee.
Well, I can't get the drives in because the monitor's in the way. So much for quick change drives.
In, not out.
That's alright. I still have to put the drive in the caddy, but still. 500 gig.
Bracket?
One of the 6 brand new Western Digitals that I bought about 12 months ago.
Finally getting used.
Oh no, this has been in Wall PC ever since I bought it. This thing has a tremendous amount of video on it, some of which I haven't even uploaded yet, so I'll be nice to it.
Yeah, don't drop that one. People might get upset.
Hell, I could almost... where's a plasma welder when I need one? Mounted it between the 2 power supplies.
I use zip ties.
I need a long SATA cable. That's going to be the thing. I've got the drive rack at the very front of the case, but I've got to get SATA cables all the way to the back.
Hang on a minute, I'll be back in a tick.
You probably got them.
I know I got some, I just don't know where.
I'm looking at what I've got.
Oh, I got too much stuff.
Shit, that'd be close. It's about 350 millimeters long. I need about 400 to 450 millimeters.
I have some server class ones, they're about 500 mil long.
That'll do it.
I'm sure if I pull that box down, it's going to be the most spectacularly funny thing.
And 2 here.
Hey, leave your mirror. Ah, I was looking for one of them.
Might just be able to make these ones. I can get the drive into the bay.
Pardon?
I got a couple here, but I don't know if I can get the drive into the bay, and they are very stiff. They're original. It doesn't say who they're made by.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to need any SCART cables, would you?
SCART?
Yeah, SCART.
No. I haven't used SCART since I was a kid.
I have a whole bunch of SCART to component cables.
I think I still have 1 or 2 on the shelf, and they've never been used.
I think I've got 1 or 10.
We'll keep a couple of them and probably chuck the rest out. Actually, no. Send them to Larry, HDXFH, or... I can never get his YouTube name right. He likes CRT televisions and things, so he'd love SCART cables.
Let's see how many of them are in here. AM antenna. Ah, look, another SCART cable.
You're as bad as me. I've probably got boxes of shit like that somewhere. Hell, I was rummaging around today and I found boxes of video cards and sound and network adapters that I didn't even know I had. Including...
I love finding stuff I didn't know I had.
I've got ISA sound cards. Lots of them now.
Oh, could I borrow one off you?
Mate, you're welcome to have one. I've got that Sound Blaster Vibra 16C.
Oh. Hang on.
Vibra 15C. What is it? It's a CT2960. That's a television card. No, that's a video. I'm going to need to keep one of these so I can hook it up to the Voodoo 2. That's a network adapter. Where's the other one?
I have a bit of classic here that'll work with the Voodoo 2. I've got another one around.
It might be in the house, but there is another one around somewhere. Got 2 or 3 ISA sound cards, so you'll be able to give your 486 and 386 a bit of a boost.
Unfortunately, the 386 being the laptop won't take a sound card.
Oh, that's right. You don't have a 386 desktop yet.
Not yet.
I'll keep an eye out at the dump. We'll find one.
I also have... That might go well with your Voodoo 2.
Teasing Labs.
Yeah, ET6000.
That would work quite well. It's got the expanded memory, isn't it?
It's got the 2 on board, it just doesn't have the 2 off board, but the other option is a...
I thought I could see something in the sockets.
A Trio 64.
Yeah, I've got one of them. Yeah, I've got S3 Trio 3D 2X and S3 Verge DX. So I've got plenty of options on that one. That one's PCI.
Yeah, the PCI.
The main board. I don't have AGP on the other main board. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know out of the Virgin the Trio 64 V2, which is actually faster.
I think I can only run PCI on the Pentium Pro, so it's going to be a case of whatever fits.
But the ET6000's probably got the best 2D out of all of them.
Since it's a Pentium Pro sporting a, well, Voodoo 2, I think it's a Voodoo 2. It's definitely not an original. Yeah. It should do it. I just need the cable that goes between the two of them.
Any VGA extension cable will work.
If it's only a parallel cable, it'll work. No, I thought they had to be connected internally off that big multi-pin header.
Nope. Nope. Does the card have 2 15-pin connectors on the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a male-to-male VGA cable. It loops through the card.
Oh, okay. That'll do.
You could use that.
That might be a bit old.
ISA Oak Technology card.
I haven't seen one of them for a long time.
What have I got underneath all this stuff? Oh, what's down here? Whoops. Well, whatever that was, it's gone now. Classic. Intel 10 megabit ISA Ethernet adapter.
I might have you beat on this one.
Oh dear.
Oh no, it's not Ethernet. That's a dial-up. I do have a Token Ring network card that's probably older than this.
You win though. It's an 8-bit card.
Yeah, it's probably older. The Ethernet, the Token Ring card that I've got is probably older than Token Ring networking.
It always sucked when the token fell out of the ring. Little baby power supply.
Yeah, I found that floating around in your rubbish pile, I think.
Oh, did you?
That goes with an ITX board. It's the same as this one here, except mine's got a heatsink on it.
Yeah, I don't have a heatsink. I don't even know if this actually works anymore. I'll plug it in one day and see what happens.
They're really handy with ITX boards and cars.
Really handy for space saving too. Oh. I'll go keep looking in this box, see if I can find a
Yeah, I need to get a screwdriver and mount this hard drive in here somehow.
I'll go see if I have a SATA cable. Whoa! Try not to fall over.
There we go. I can actually twist the drive.
Life
Yeah.
in the chair. Anymore. Hey, I have an audio amp over here.
Hmm?
I have an audio amplifier. Just a bit random.
Oh, it's a little plating.
There's some sort of random amplifier.
I don't really feel like spending $500 on a 400 hertz power supply.
No, I think it would be better to just get our hands on a Class D amp.
If it takes long enough, I probably will end up spending $500 on a aviation power supply.
They'll let you
But the
turn
thing
on
is-
all your aviation stuff.
I don't mind spending $500 on an aviation power supply, but the thing is, what do we use it on after we interrogate the flight recorder? If we had more uses for it, it'd be worth it, but just once off, trying to interrogate a potentially faulty flight recorder is a bit expensive.
I don't know, I wonder if you could use 400 hertz to blow annoying technology up.
Hopefully without blowing up the expensive power supply.
Oh, that is a very valid point.
That'd be the worst thing. You do something silly and kill a $500 power supply. It's going to get expensive real quick.
I believe being very sad would immediately follow blowing up the power supply.
Yeah. Mind you, I have wasted more money on less important stuff, so who knows, I might buy it. But at the moment, I want a Mercedes-Benz. Or, more importantly, I just want something that can tow like 2.5 tons.
Hopefully tomorrow, while I'm up with family, I will get that thingy that I should be getting. Hang on, let me find out what it's called again. I've forgotten. No, it was in my email.
Oh, your multi-phase power thingamajig for the flight recorder.
Synchro Control Differential Transmitter. Basically, it gives us the 5 synchronous 26 volts AC signals required to give the flight recorder a good kick up the arse and turn it on.
That's what we need.
Yep. The only other thing... Huh?
Do we need a manual for the flight recorder?
Not anymore.
541.
We do need a manual if we want to interrogate it, but to actually make the thing start up,
I'd be more inclined to start it up and try and interrogate it at the same time. I can look at getting a manual. I just don't want to spend $500 on a power supply.
I want to have a look at this thing that generates the sync signals tomorrow, because if it works the way I think it does, we might be able to create a 115 volt 400 hertz power source with it.
That would be good.
But I need to have a look at it.
Well, as Alex said, he can make the 400 hertz input. We just need the output. We need a big Class D amplifier or something, and a custom transformer, which isn't impossible. Just takes a little bit of know-how on that subject, like how to wind the transformer.
Where did I put that? That might come in handy.
I think it has to be a ferrite core transformer, custom made. I don't know.
I know that a 400 hertz transformer is a lot smaller.
Yeah, and high frequency tends to saturate the core. If that's an iron core transformer, it might be a problem. I think ferrite's going to be a mandatory thing. I do have a big Siemens switch mode power supply from a telecom routing station. Puts out 48 volts at 30 amps, and it has these massive E ferrites in it. But I'm not sure if I want to butcher it just yet. But then again, it's been sitting there since I found it and never been used, so butchering it probably isn't a bad thing.
I might have something appropriate out in the little shed. I've got some old telecom equipment out there.
Like big ferrites about that big?
I don't know. I've never really looked that closely at it.
I know you've got some PBX modules or boxes out there, but I don't think you'll have anything big enough for this.
It ain't big enough for the job. I'll have a look at what else I have. I have been trying to find SATA cables. That's what I've been aiming to do.
I might just be able to get this one to work.
Bit of stretching. Grab them while I'm over here. Big handful of SATA cabling. I don't even know where the SCART cables came from.
There's a problem. The power connector's going to be... might just make it. I'm just looking at the power connectors adjacent to the RAM slots on the i7 or i5 board. They're very close. I'm going to need right-angle SATA connectors.
I found an even better PCI graphics card. Matrox.
Oh, nice. That is a good card. Does that happen to have Compact branded on it?
Surprisingly enough, no.
I was going to say, most of the Matrox cards I've seen have Compact branded on them. I think there's one in the box down here.
Usually they're Compact branded. Yeah, here I actually have a Matrox branded one.
Oh, it's not Matrox. It's actually an ATI. It's a Rage Pro Turbo AGP branded Compact.
Compact liked rebranding.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not just rebranded. It's on the bloody PCB mask. Yeah, Rage Pro Turbo 1998.
Compact must have been one of the first companies to do that too.
Most manufacturers just put a sticker over them these days. Compact went the whole hog. They actually got a custom PCB mask made. I'll give them points for credit, points for effort.
I think they were one of the first though.
Yeah.
See if this sucker works.
I don't remember Unisys or NCR doing it. At least not when I was... Oh, no, NCR did. I used to get some weird commercial stuff when I was a kid.
Did you say Unisys?
Yeah.
My father used to work for them.
Their
BTOS systems were strange. Their BTOS systems were very strange, their modular ones.
Yeah. A lot of Unisys stuff is just weird.
Does it work? Does it work? Does it work?
Power on.
It works!
Not quite as weird as Olivetti.
I liked Olivetti PCs. I used to have one until I broke it.
I had a few of them. I dismantled them, unfortunately. They were like 086 type processors, or Z80s, I think.
Well, Z80. Oh, run CPM with that.
The motherboard came out on a tray like you're pulling a pizza out of an oven, which was literally the case in some cases because it got so hot down there. It felt like you were pulling something out of an oven.
Reboot and
PC live again. That's a good sign. Well, at least it's on War PC. Now let's get the i7, i5 side of it working.
You're doing that, and I'm trying to get this Sempron working. Unfortunately, I don't think I brought out the hard drive for the Sempron. Oh no!
Rodent is not working.
I've actually left the hard drive for my Sempron machine inside. That was clever.
There we go. The rodent's alive now.
All PC Mark III is alive. Well, half alive.
Yeah, this is the old part. I just basically recased it. The new part's yet to be proven. We'll,
It does
find
look
out.
pretty cool, though.
Oh, it's gonna be schmick. It's gonna have
I
a
can't
clear
argue with the cool.
and a little speed bubble over the top of the video card.
Paint it red.
And there's-
Red goes faster.
I don't think there's quite enough room to get another PCI card in there. Actually, can you put a PCI card into PCIe?
No, you'll let the magic smoke out.
Bummer. I was going to say, I found these in the bin at work along with a bunch of other stuff.
Security card. I think I have one like that in my drawer.
Yeah, I don't even know if I can get drivers for them, but
What's the
they had
chip on them?
a big clean out at work upstairs, and let's just say, in a joking manner, our CEO was shooing me away like a seagull as I picked at the stuff that was going into the dumpster.
I'd
So
do
I
it if
ended
I
up-
had the chance.
I ended up with a box full of caster wheels and Dynabolts and all sorts of stuff. He probably threw out like $3,000 worth of new, but odd or custom ordered stock. So I was like, "Yep, I'll take that. No use throwing it in the tip."
What's the main chip on those cards?
It's a Connexent Fusion 878A.
That's a Connexent 878A. Let's have a look. Connexent. 878A.
Now you can connect to the internet.
No, it's based on the old BT878. Actually, I'll be back in a minute. Hang on. I have an idea.
Hey, I have chat up. I wonder if Google Hangouts chat is as slow as it used to be. Yeah, Teaching Labs. Yeah, probably would be. Why does that name seem familiar? Hmm.
Apparently I'm the noisiest one. While I was inside getting the hard drive, how's that for some industrial water cooling?
That's impressive.
That's the backside of it. Pretty good. It's if I shift all the fan connectors out of the way, it's got a half decent copper plate.
Oh, okay. That actually goes under the chip.
Yes. However, that particular screw pattern doesn't match any known socket.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy to fix. We just make our own little adapter plate.
I was thinking that. I do have 2 of them.
Wouldn't be hard as long as you get the distance right and you don't over torque it and push the chip through the main board.
I've never tested whether or not the pump works. I have a motherboard sitting right here in front of me. I will just hook the pump up to it and see what happens. How angry do you reckon the processor on this will get if I run it without a fan attached?
Sometimes they beep, sometimes I just don't care.
It'll live. If this thing actually does anything. Where's that power cable? I can't find my security card anywhere.
Oh, okay. RAM time.
Well, it works. Made little gurgling noises.
That's a good sign. It's not completely dead, it's just drowning.
Yeah, it almost fits an AM3 type socket, but not quite.
Okay.
I think I have another AM3 around here. No, I don't.
Oh, shiny new RAM.
Oh, that is shiny. Red, so it goes faster too.
Exactly. Red makes it go faster. 1600 megahertz.
Red good.
Red Rocket, Sparky. Red Rocket.
Red rum, sir, is murder.
It's so bad.
I need a hard drive. Oh, they're all up in that stack. Oh, they're all IDE. It figures I've got a power supply with no SATA power connectors in it and a motherboard that's got no IDE headers. IDE, 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 IDE. Oh, this sucks. I'm scraping the bottom of my technological bucket. SATA! Without a Molex power connector. Awesome. IDE. Is that even the correct drive for the case? Yes. I've got a 400 gig SATA disk here, but I don't trust it. I don't think any of my 400 gig SATA disks actually work. I'll test it. Let there be no smoke show. Okay, that disc doesn't make so much unhealthy noises, then it makes no sound at all. Oops.
To design Andrew, I actually spent about $60 on a sheet of acrylic to make a cover out of. So yes, it will be covered. Don't you worry. You got to dress it up nice and pretty.
It looks so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Found a SATA cable. Not a very long one, admittedly.
I should do a. How do I normally show that I'm doing an event without just posting a video saying I'm doing an event?
The who, which, what?
I just wanted to show on my channel that I'm doing a live stream with you.
I don't know.
Bag.
I know you can post it on your Google Plus.
See Sonic, give me a bag for all the spare cables.
Oh.
Yeah, I could do that.
This disc is sick. Can you hear
it? Click.
Hang on, I'll shift the camera so it's right above the drive, so the camera picks up just how. Oh. Oh, the video stopped videoing. Oh well.
I like how your Google Plus thumbnail is the one of you shoving. What is it? Oh, that's the iPac card into the ATM. That's actually a really good shot. It's like a rock star.
That one. Yeah, I think I just broke the camera part of my camera.
No.
Oh dear. Camera, come back to life. Make a picture.
Fresh new cables. Smells like unpacking fast food, but without the food part.
Have I fixed the camera? Oh, when I was picking up the camera, I bumped the button that says turn camera off. Damn touch screen.
That'll do every time.
Yeah, I keep forgetting I have a touch screen because I don't really have room for a mouse, so I didn't want a mouse.
Right, why am I typing in chat? Power supplies in this actually stand proud of the case, so they will be cut around with the perspex, so the fans just intake raw air. There's no air intake from the chassis itself. Just goes straight in the front, out the top. Thermal cycling and just pure efficiency will do the job.
It'll be really cool when it's done.
Hell yeah.
Oh, someone new likes their accelerator.
I love how my camera picks all that stuff up.
It sounded really cool through my end.
I haven't had a message from Terry yet. He's in the States, but it's not 4th of July yet, is it? It's 3rd of July.
We're plus 10.
Almost 4th of July, so
almost.
I'm so envious.
They get fireworks. We don't.
Yeah, fireworks. He's got his mate's Porsche Boxster. They just bought a couple of AR-15s because they're going to ban them in that state, and they're all grandfathered in, so why not?
Works.
Let's go shoot. Hell yeah. Just stock up and ride it out.
Awesome toys that go bang.
Oh, I wish I could do that so badly. We can still do it though. It's kind of worth getting pistol permits.
Yes. Destroy more hard drives?
Yeah. I've still got that CD-ROM drive up here. It's a bit sad. 45 ACP kind of makes holes in disk drives.
Yes, I still have.
I like that
However,
one then.
not on the workbench.
Almost carried the laser assembly right through it.
I still got a friend the Mac store.
Oh, you got the best one. That motor just completely ran away.
Yeah, no motor. None. Just gone.
Who never found it?
It was a fair hit.
Yeah. I have to do that again. I got to message Rob and get him to pay for the brass that I gave him.
Yes, I got to give him your email address. It's on my
Yeah.
list. That
I
does
wonder how much
help.
he got out of it. Probably got about 2,000 pieces of reloadable brass out of that box.
Yeah, I have to ask him.
Which is great. I'm glad I didn't just dump it as scrap. Unfortunately, I left about twice as much out in the weather a while ago and ended up using it as, filler for the driveway.
Hey, if it makes good driveway roughage.
Yeah, well, it was all corroded and nasty, so I just used it to backfill holes. Worst part is the scrappies didn't take it because it was actually ordnance brass.
They just take one look at it and go, ah, no.
Kung Fu rubber. He's saying it sounded like a cow, not a car. That's a lot of the Commodores and Falcons around here get custom exhausts, and yes, they just moo their heads off. Pretty much sums up every Commodore or Falcon with a modified exhaust. It just moves its way along the road.
Unless it's on the side of the road because it's broke.
Yeah, all that. In which case they go pop pop as they burn.
You know, I used to have a pile of hard drives that was massive, and now when I want one, I can never find one.
I've had the same problem building this computer case. I had piles of old computer cases to cut the back panels and the PCB mounts out of, and I've just got nothing. I went to the computer shops, and the owners weren't even there to tell me what I could take. So I was really scraping the bottom of the barrel getting the thing up on the wall today. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what I've got around these. I've got some old cases out in the other shed.
So what is it? So Buntley, yeah, 45 has plenty of punch. It's a slow-moving bullet, but it's a heavy one. So it's like a big truck hitting something rather than a space rocket. It's not moving all that fast. It's subsonic, but it's just a very chunky, heavy lump of lead. So when it slams into something, it hits it with authority. It's actually a really nice round to shoot. Just big, chunky thing. It won't go through a hard drive, but it'll knock it around a bit.
Oh, I wish I had a Molex to SATA power adapter. I would turn this on for the horror show it is, but I've got no way of powering the thing out here.
I know, I've got about 3 in front of me, but no way of getting them to you.
Yeah, unfortunately, technology hasn't evolved that far yet. Right, so that one's busted. I had another one out here, but I have absolutely no idea what I did with it in the cleanup.
Nice to know Google Hangout comments are as delayed and lagged as they always were. They haven't
Where are the Hangout comments? Because I don't see any.
I actually opened the live stream on another page and just paused it. Oh, here we go. Now it's just updated. Ah.
Oh, okay, I found them. Oh. I got the first couple, and then I Yeah, I never got the...
It takes ages to update, and you've got to wave your mouse over the chat panel for it to actually update sometimes.
Ah, see, I
Nothing's
don't
changed
have a mouse.
in over a year. Nothing's changed.
I don't have a mouse. There's my problem.
That could be fun.
I have a touch screen. It doesn't hover.
Where's Alex? I need a hard drive.
I need one with a Molex power connector that have... They're probably all...
It almost sounds like you're muting yourself partway through a conversation.
Show 75 new comments, update autumn. Ow! Friggin' screen zapped me. Oh, now the comments are coming in real time, faster than I can read them. I'm only up to 29 minutes ago. Oh boy.
Yeah. We'll be back in a tick. I'm going to grab one of those IBM pizza boxes. I know one of them's got one of the brand new 500 gig hard drives in it. I'm going to shove a hard drive.
I might go raid my hard drive pile inside, so I think we are both doing the BRB thing.
Yep. I don't have any intermission music or anything, but I'll be back in like literally a minute.
Well, you might beat me.
I'll have a new hard drive.
I'll have a pile.
Yeah, pizza box PC. Very heavy one. Oh, there you are, pretty. Brand new. Never even got it formatted. Actually, I'm going to need that caddy. Don't fall apart.
That was a lot less wind than I was expecting. Picked up a hard drive and thought, oh, brilliant, I finally found a SATA disk. I get out here and discover, no, it's IDE.
That's bound to happen.
Now, before I turn on this very, very, very sick disk, I'm going to mount it very firmly into the frame and mount the frame into the case.
Shiny new. I think this is the last of the brand new drives that I've never actually even loaded an operating system on. I bought 6 of them, very cheap. I mean, they're only WD Blues, they're about $100 and something each, but still, well worth it because every computer's got 1 or 2 in it now.
It makes your data.
It makes it last. Not like a shitty old unreliable, well-used hard drive or a WD Green.
Hey, my second drive's a WD Green.
Oh, that's right. You gave me a couple of them.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. People just seem to... I don't know. If we can turn off the power management feature, I think they're a lot better. I've just heard too many horror stories about them dying using the power management feature.
Don't tell me that. All my YouTube videos are on a WD Green.
Oh. Buy yourself a black or something.
I'll shift them all across to my red.
Hmm. Yeah, red. That's great for drives. Yeah, no, there's something about the green ones. I've always been told avoid green ones. But, hey, if you're going to give them to me for nothing, I'll give them a try.
I'll see if this...
Too critical on them. They're okay for storage, but, again, desktop use, I've seen so many of them fail.
They're brilliant for storage. Don't put your OS on one.
Blues, yeah, exactly. Blues on laptops die like the plague. Apparently the desktop drives are okay, and I haven't had an issue on the 5 that I currently have in service. But, yeah, blues on laptops, I've got about half a dozen dead WD blues in the scrap pile at the moment.
Yeah, I generally use NAS drives or enterprise grade.
Yeah, Velociraptors would be nice, but they're expensive. They're like $300 each.
Yeah, they are not cheap.
Seagate? No, I'm over Seagate. WD Green is primary on the Core 2 Quad. No issues. Okay. Some people don't have issues with them. That's the thing. A lot of them run fine, but the mortality rate just seems to be a bit higher for the Greens. Worth a shot. I should pull those drive assemblies out of the 1920 and just shove them straight in here. 4 terabytes on the wall.
That would work.
Hmm. Thing is, I can't use the lower drive bays because the drives have hit the main board. So I'm limited to 3 drives in this case unless I want to go 2.5 SSD and just shove them in the optical and floppy drive bays. That or 2.5 hard drives, actually. I could get a couple of 1 terabyte laptop hard drives. But this isn't the point. I don't want storage on the wall here. I want storage in the rack in the house. That's where I need to get...
lives.
That's where I need to get my ass into gear and order the material to make all the rails and everything and finish the rack off.
Technology.
Well, technically, I did order the material. It just fell through. So I need to try again. What do we got here? 73 gig, 15,000 RPM. It's only a 10K. And a 73 gig, 10K Atlas series. Good old Maxter.
It'll make data stay.
Good for file transfer. That's about it.
Maybe this drive will fit this bracket. I'm just trying to find a bracket to shove this hard drive in because there's no way I'm firing this drive up loose.
Why? Is it making angry noises?
Oh, you'll find out. I'm more concerned if the bearing seizes.
Is that the one that sounded like a motorcycle doing a drag race?
I'm not quite sure I'd call it a motorcycle doing a drag race.
Yeah, first time I met you, you played it on your phone and it sounded like a motorcycle going down the drag strip.
Why?
Very sad. It's like
you know what? That might actually be restrained enough.
A terabyte or 2.
Yeah, 1 terabyte drive.
You worry about safety too much. I just put the thing on the bench and turn it on.
Yeah, that's what I did the first time. That is exactly what I did the first time. And when the bearing seized on it, it actually went 10 meters across the room, and yeah. Twice is not a charm. Screwdriver.
WD Green 3 terabyte for monthly backup would be great. It's not running all the time. It's not constantly running a swap file. That's where Greens would be really good. Velociraptor is still cheaper per gig than an SSD. True. SSDs are really expensive.
Let's see if this drive will spin up.
It's fine. We keep powering up.
It's a bit sick. It's all good until the bearing seizes. I think it's got enough rotational momentum to... I need something heavier. If I had something really heavy to anchor it...
You spend way too much time thinking about safety. Just turn the thing on and let it run.
Yeah, okay, I'll turn it on and I'll move away. I'll hold the case down.
It could do that for half an hour, though.
It's a bit grumpy.
I think your microphone muted half of it. I can't hear anything now.
Pardon? All I hear is chainsaw.
Yeah, your microphone's clipping all the noise.
It's insanely loud from this end. I think it's safe to say that it's dead, Jim.
Yeah. It's a very sad motor bearing.
Yeah. It had seized, and I managed to get it unstuck, and then it seized again, and it was spectacular.
I like the comments.
Yeah, it did sound kind of cool, if very, very, very angry. Angry Seagate drive. Yeah, it was spectacular the first time. Because it seized at 7,200 RPM, it transferred all its rotational momentum into the casing. And it was cool. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm just happy it went the opposite way to me at the time.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Scared the hell out of everyone else at work.
I haven't had a hard drive do that yet. I've had other things lock up and kind of make a mess, but not a hard drive yet.
Yeah, Betty versus the 1 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah, Betty would squish it. Vicky's just as good, if not better. V6 engine in the front end. There's a bit more weight on those front tyres.
That actually reminds me of oh, I wish I could get the video for it. A LAN I went to many years ago. One of the other guys at the LAN had a truck. Actually, yes. Where's my phone? Where is it? It's on YouTube. Let me just see if I can find the right keywords. Essentially, a company a friend of mine used to work for, he ended up with a couple of 100 copies of Windows XP Pro. With the OEM CDs.
That would be kind of handy.
Ah, yes, the YouTube channel with all the videos is Mr. Lister, Mrlizter, and the series is called XP Destruction. One of them was XP versus my foot, and it took me about a week to get all the bits of CD out of my foot.
Oh, barefoot, I'm imagining.
Yeah, a couple of these are at a LAN. XP, where is it? Versus Sparkler Bum. That one was pretty cool.
Poor old XP. What did it do to deserve that?
It was XP. Well, actually, thinking of it, not all of them died. Not all of them died.
I actually like XP.
Do you want an original Pro? I've got a few.
They're all original copies.
Yep, they're all originals. Not all the XP destructions were destructed. I've got one.
Funny thing, my copy, although modified, just works on every computer without complaint, so I don't really need any more.
Yeah, I have 7 of these, and they all include Service Pack 2. It's good because I keep losing my OEM media, so I just have an excessive amount of OEM.
You have to enter a key every time you want to use it. I'm not interested because mine don't. It's got a little DOS screen that pops up partway through the install and takes care of that key.
You have a custom setup information file.
Yeah. Yes.
It's on my list for one day.
I'll work on that one for you. In other words, push copy, copy, copy. I shouldn't be saying that on YouTube.
This XP machine has where is it? It's up on my shelf.
I shouldn't be saying that on YouTube.
That's okay, Mr. YouTube people. Just to let you know, mine is legitimate.
Yep, I got one of those somewhere as well.
I put a box copy.
The wrapping on it.
Yeah, I got a box copy of XP Pro, and I put it on Mr. Workbench PC.
Mine's still sealed too. That's Windows 7 Professional. That's like $180 in a cardboard package. You don't even get a box with it. I was shattered when I saw this. I was expecting a box for my $180. Sorry, no, 165.
My unsealed vinyl scanner.
Classic vet.
I like that. It was developed by a guy working for Chisholm in Melbourne.
Back when people actually bought box copies.
Still wrapped. Not using. Still shrink wrapped.
Yeah, I'd keep that one shrink wrapped so it can't hog down anyone else's systems.
That's the plan.
They used to throw it in with the main boards. I got it with my first brand new main board that I ever bought. It was a Athlon XP on a Gigabyte main board. Yeah. I installed it and it just tanked the system. It was literally 2 years before I actually got proper performance out of the thing. That was when I did a full reload and never put Norton back on.
There's a bit of old.
I could actually use a copy of Office. Not a box copy, though.
I think I have a copy of 2010 around somewhere.
Where is it? The computer store that gave me the donor for the Mini ATX interface card slots gave me a PC that had keys still on it, but they're... what did they say they were? They're refurbished PC keys. Here it is.
Yeah, it counts if you rebuilt your PC.
Yeah, a little Dell.
Is a refurb.
It was a Dell Micro ATX desktop system, and it says there's the original Dell XP Pro key, and there are 2 here: Windows XP Professional for refurbished PC, and Microsoft Office Basic 2007 for refurbished PC.
Ah.
So, what does that mean? Does that mean they get a discount because they're a professional refurbishing company?
I'm not sure. Maybe I have to start a company.
It's actually printed on the sticker of license for refurbished PC.
Hey, I just found a memento from my first teardown video.
You know a lot more about her than I
notice.
do.
I actually have a very interesting bit of tech to tear down sometime soon. Let me just get this sticker off it. Come off, sticker. Come off. Ah, screw this. I'll fix the sticker problem a different way.
Sticker.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a sticker off, but it won't come off. So I have a solution to the problem.
Wonder what I can do with all these SCSI drives.
All the which?
Oh, these Ultra 320 SCSI drives. I've got heaps of them. Atlas 10K 73 gig. I've got 146 gig. Loads of them. Very heavy though. At least they're well made.
A very nerdy set of wind chimes.
Yeah. They'd make a good defensive weapon.
The platters would make really wonderful frisbees. I have solved the sticker not coming off problem.
I can't quite read it.
Yeah, I think the printer misprinted it. It says the sticker wouldn't come off. I put a sticker on the sticker. It's some sort of web app acceleration server thing. I have no idea.
Okay.
It's this really random thing with a bit of sharp steel coming out of the side. Ow. What is it with me and sharp objects?
Sharp objects. Yeah.
I keep slicing myself on sharp objects. However, how cool is this? That's the inside of this thing.
Oh wow.
It looks a lot like a PC.
Pretty much it is an embedded PC by the looks of it. You pull that main heatsink off, there's probably an Intel Atom or something like that under it.
I'll remove this funky looking little... I want to know what this Transcend 2 gig module is. No, I've lost my screwdriver. Screwdriver, where did I put you? Oh, there you are. Your USB.
I'm so glad modern power supplies still come with connectors for IDE hard drives.
Hey, how cool's this? It's a little 2 gig module.
Oh, what?
And it's got a little motherboard USB header on the back of it.
That's nice.
It's just a little USB 2 gig stick.
So that's just storage. It's not actually your flash memory.
I am tipping that it's got the OS on it.
It would. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's not actually just data storage. It's actually running the OS. It boots off that.
It'll likely have the OS.
I guess that beats the compact flash like what the ATMs run.
It'll be quicker. Much quicker than compact flash. Compact flash essentially emulates IDE.
Yeah.
to be compatible.
Yeah, so we're dealing with something a bit faster, that's for sure, which is good.
I don't know, I'd shove that little 2 gig thing into my PC as temporary storage. Make a great scratch disk. So it has a 120 gig SATA disk in it, with the option for a second one.
Okay.
So you can shove 2 disks in it. That's pretty cool. Heatsink.
They spent a fair bit of money on it.
Yeah, this is a fairly interesting... Oh, hang on, it's got RAM in it. How much RAM does it have? Well, there you go, a gig of DDR2.
Huh. Yeah, it's a little mini embedded PC.
I don't know if it's standard Intel
What's it
architecture.
supposed to do?
Some sort of web application accelerator. But you need 2 of them. They come in a pair. And I think the remote one sort of caches a copy of the web app to make it faster.
Yeah, I've never heard of that kind of thing.
Oh, hello, Mr. Processor. You don't look all that unfamiliar.
Intel or VIA? Intel.
It's an Intel.
Pentium 3 or Pentium or Celeron?
You got a copy of Google open?
I can. Yep.
LF
Yeah.
80538.
Celeron M.
There you go.
Celeron M430, 1 meg cache, 1.73 gigahertz.
Yeah, this is actually labeled 1.66, but Celeron makes sense.
Yeah, it's close to that. That's a series anyway. Pentium Celeron M430 series. I'm guessing there might be a slower speed embedded version, which is what you've got in your hands.
The motherboard is manufactured by Eaton, and it actually has a product number.
Eaton. Okay.
Eaton ET866.
Yeah, Eaton took over Powerware for UPSs and things. I actually get circuit breakers in at work that are branded Eaton. Big company now. What was the number again?
ET866.
I'm getting expansion cards, not mainboards.
Huh.
Oh, Eaton. No. Video card. 866.
Yep, ET866 is what's marked on it.
And I'm getting video cards. Try -866.
I hadn't lost my phone.
Oh, there we go. Eaton 866 card. Oh no, it's got a fan cooler and everything on it. No, that's a proper main board.
Maybe it's based on their mainboard design.
Yeah, I'm looking at a main board with a normal ATX backplane and fan cooler and everything on it. AGP video card slot. Huh. It would be based on an Eaton industrial computer board.
I think so. It's pretty funky.
Yeah, there's all kinds of results on eBay. It's a mixture of everything. Interesting. Little mini embedded PC.
Doesn't have any VGA output, so I might need to get creative to use it. Though, if the bootloader on it is U-boot, I should be able to actually do something with it.
Yeah.
I've compiled a few different versions of U-boot in my time.
Back in the tick.
Now, who made this? This is Riverbed. Put that in there. Try not to lose the bits, because if I lose the bits, it's going to be a bit hard to do a proper teardown on it at some point soon. Yes, I'm going to do a teardown on something that I have lost half the parts for. They're very exciting. Just like that. Lost all.
Now, where was I with this PC? I need an optical drive, that's what I need.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, you have an optical drive up behind Wall TV.
Already got it in my hand. Yep, Wall Plasma has the optical drive, at least the only SATA optical drive that I've got at the moment.
I had two and I can't find one.
Should still have it. Oh, it's actually got the XP CD in there. I don't want that for this one.
Are you not going to install XP on an whatever it was?
i5.
Where's your sense of adventure?
It'd be interesting to see how well it runs. And how many drivers and things it just doesn't recognise.
All of them.
Bit of a shame. I would like, to be honest, if XP worked fine on an i5, I would use it. But
well, I don't see why it wouldn't work on an i5.
As being as new as it is, it's probably more trouble than it's worth. So, yeah. That was like me running Windows 98 on my brand new Athlon XP 1800 when I built it. It didn't like it. It just kept crashing and BSODing and yeah. So
you
I just
thought that wasn't just the fact it was Windows 98?
That's exactly right. As soon as I put Windows XP on it, it was fine. It forced me to upgrade against my will. I wanted to keep Windows 98. I love 98.
I'm sure given the opportunity you'd still be running 98.
I would. Hell, I'd still be running Windows 3.11. It's just so simple.
You might want to borrow my IBM laptop.
Don't worry, my 386 runs Windows 3.11. I just have to find out what the hard drive parameters are to reset the BIOS.
Oh yeah, I keep meaning to get a model number of the disk from you at some point so I can...
I will, yeah.
Well, option number 2 is you should be able to stick the disk into my 486 and hit automatically detect drive. That should work.
Yeah, that'll work.
Now, my 486 supports automatic drive detection, so... Ow. I'm really not having a day with steel-based technology not biting me.
You're maiming yourself again.
Whether it be a paint scraper or a steel box or every single item inside my shed.
Speaking of getting bitten, I just shoved my hand into the CPU fan.
Just to reply on that comment, it does have a serial console port, so if I can figure out what OS is on it, and I've put the little 2 gig USB stick back into it, I can probably figure out how to work with it in a slightly lower level, and just change the OS.
That'll do.
Still haven't found my good embedded board. Makes me sad.
Now, I don't have any 5 1/4 inch bays anymore, so this one
No,
can
you
be
don't.
on top, I think.
You could make one.
They're overrated. That's what laptop hard drives and laptop CD-ROM drives are for. I've got the caddies and the slots and everything for them.
Well, come on. Gramps has a 5 1/4 inch floppy drive in it, thanks to you. I didn't have one.
That's right, that one worked too.
I haven't found a 5 1/4 inch disc to test it with yet.
Yeah, I've got one, but it's pretty rugged. I wouldn't put it in that drive.
I'm thinking I'll buy one of the new boxes of them that are on eBay.
Yeah, I wonder how good they are, though. One thing I
They
learned
say
about
they're
3.5
still sealed in box.
they degrade after a while. That's what I learned about 3.5 inch floppies. They have a finite shelf life.
I'll see what happens.
Mm.
I might buy a box just so I can go, hey, I still got a box of 5 1/4 inch. Yeah, them.
5 1/4 inch floppy discs.
Yeah.
The old flop, the ones you can actually flop around in your hand. Not like
They made
hard.
wonderful frisbees. I remember that from back in the day.
Co-worker pissing you off, throw a floppy disk at them.
Hey, zip drive.
Yeah, I've had a few of them. I've still got a couple of them. Actually, I think the HP XA Pentium Pro has one of them in it.
They were good at for the time. They just never really took off all that well.
One thing I want to get support and tapes for are my Exabyte 8mm tape drives. I've got about 5 of them.
8mm DAT or 8mm.
I don't know. 8mm. They're just 8mm tape drives. Exabyte make them. They look like a little 8mm camcorder VHS chassis inside them.
Ugh. Where do I put that box?
They're not like the Sony cassette ones. They look like a camcorder 8mm tape.
Yeah, I might have a tape. Hang on. There's no lack to the amount of crap that I own. Or maybe it's in here. Come on, being a simple... Oh, floppy disks. Windows NT Workstation starts here. Windows NT Workstation Setup Disk 1. And Setup 2. Oh, I got 2 of the setup disks. Hey! Holy crap. Ha!
Is that a 5 1/4 inch floppy or is that a CD? Oh, it's too small to be a floppy. Yep.
IE4 on CD.
Windows original Internet Explorer.
Internet Explorer 4. Wow, that I'll hold on to. Designed for Windows NT, Windows 95. It's a bit old.
Yeah, before the days of internet updates. It's amazing how the internet took off just about 98, 99. Anything before then was just CD only.
Continue hunting through my...
Well, even mid-2000s, you had to go searching for updates on the internet.
I sort of miss the days. I sort of don't miss the days.
Oh, I don't miss them either. I just like being able to click update and it finds its own way.
Though I used XP when it was Windows Whistler. Managed to find a copy. I only cleaned this corner a week ago and I'm messing it up again. Oh, mouse! Oh, it's a genius mouse. I haven't seen one of them in forever.
It's not a three button parallel genius, is it?
I found what I was looking for an hour ago. However, first, you remember when 72-pin Sims first came out?
Not one of those genius mice, is it?
No, that's a lot older.
It's original three button parallel genius. But Genius was one of the first companies to do this.
Do you
It's actually
remember
a very
when?
important part of computing history.
True. Do you remember when 72-pin Sims first came out? The type originally used on the Pentium.
Yeah, EDO.
Just the 72-pin form factor, up from 30.
Oh, okay, not EDO, but just the big. Oh, wow. Yeah.
You put your 30-pin Sims in it from your old computer when you upgraded, and it fit a 72-pin slot.
Oh, I mean, I've only ever seen one of those, and I gave it to my TAFE electronics teacher, along with all my Commodore 64 stuff.
It's a good old-fashioned 386s, 486s used the 30 pins.
Yeah, I've got bits like that floating around all the bench at the moment, actually.
It was a good, cheap way to upgrade without having to upgrade your memory. Anyway, is this long enough for SATA cable?
Funny thing is, I've made it, but I would like a longer one, just so that I can route it more neatly.
Well, it's slightly longer than my arm length.
That'll do.
Oh, hang on, I'll measure it. Come here, Mr. Measuring Tape.
You don't have to measure it, it's more than long enough.
It's 1 meter long. I shall put that aside for you.
Plenty long. Oh, there's one.
1 meter of SATA cable.
What does it say on the back? Singapore.
Oh, I have that too.
Hmm? Yeah, I got a couple of those floating around.
I have all sorts of oddball stuff over there. I still haven't found what I went over for, but I've forgotten what I've gone over there to find. I'm finding so much of what I don't want to find that I've forgotten what I want to find. Tapes. That's right. Tapes. Oh. You're tapey. You're tapey.
I don't know where my tape drives went. I know most are inside, but there are at least one or two out here somewhere.
I know I have a pile of them, just not quite sure in which box. What the? Okay, I don't even know what's in this box. Power supply. Another Dell heatsink, because I don't have enough.
Oh, 1920 heat sinks. Sorry, not 1950 heat sinks.
Set of speakers. An iPhone dock, actually. Back in the days, I actually had an iPhone, which isn't these days.
Yeah, I'm about the same with that. I got one because it was free. I didn't mind it. The iPhone 3 wasn't too bad. It was a good phone. I never used it for anything else. I never played music on it or video or internet or anything. I just used it as a phone. It was a good phone. That's what they're good for.
A 40 gig Max Tor. Looks an awful lot like a Quantum.
I wonder why.
some sort of dev card. And why in a box of random crap do I have an oxygen sensor for a car? Right. Different.
Sometimes you just need your air supply. That's a really bad quote. Well, I don't know what that is. Air supply?
Ah. A Samsung keyboard.
Really? Samsung made keyboards?
Apparently. The stuff I have I didn't know I had. This is just a box full of completely random computery whatnot. There's more stuff in the box now. Found myself as a Socket 775 Pentium dual core. Got two of them now. What have I got here? Pentium 200 with MMX. Celeron 400.
You're as bad as me. You just got random boxes with random chips floating around in them.
Xeon from 2004.
Ooh.
A Pentium 4 1.7. Where the hell does half this crap come from?
Like I said before, you're as bad as me. You just put stuff in boxes and then forget about it for like 2 years.
But the excitement when I find it again.
Don't worry, I've been through plenty of moments like that when you find something that you thought you threw out, especially a vintage piece of computing equipment.
Cold Fire Development Board. Yeah. That's actually an interesting one, Cold Fire Processors. The Cold Fire process is the processor is the evolution of the chip they used in the Macs.
Okay.
Oh, this box is like payday. I don't even know when I put all this stuff in a box. USB card.
Dungeon diving in your own dungeon and finding loot that you didn't know you had.
Another S3 Trio 64. Some random IDE controller card. What else is in here? USB controller. I've got two of them. Some sort of video capture cards that I don't have the cables for.
I'm going to turn off the current half of Wall PC that's working, so I won't have chat up on this computer. I'm going to try and install Windows on the i5.
I have another longish SATA cable. Well, it's not as long.
That'll do. I'd rather the shorter one. I just want to keep it tidy.
I'll put it on my pile.
It's going to take a bit of effort because there's just cables going everywhere at the moment. Nothing's finalised. I love the amount of warmth, heat that comes off RAM these days.
Does get nice and warm.
I've got nicely heat-sunk RAM. At least the new stuff's cold because I haven't powered it up yet.
Won't be cold for much longer.
Oh no.
A 40 gig Western Digital drive. Because, you know, 40 gig drives are all the rage. Oh, I found all my motherboard backplates. Bit late for Workbench PC though. It's already put together. No, what have I got here?
I used to collect them years ago until I realised virtually every manufacturer and board revision required a different plate, and the odds of finding one in a box like the size of a grocery produce box was basically impossible. So I just threw them all out.
I think that SCSI controller's broken.
If it's broken, it goes in the bin. I learned that one long ago. Don't keep broken hardware.
No, it's not what I would call.
Especially when you think it's good and it lets the magic smoke out of your previously good motherboard.
Oh, that thing would let magic smoke out of my previously good anything I plugged it into.
Even more reason to get rid of it.
Oh, it's going goodbye. It is. Ah, I found the other half. Woohoo! I have 2 identical modems, the ESS Tele-Drive. It's sort of the partner product to the ESS Audio Drive. Ah! All right. Take that over. Take that over. Bet you I've lost the other half of that. I'll look for that in a minute. So yeah, I think this is busted. Don't know if you can see the board on it.
Yeah. What the hell's going on around that? It's very blurry, but I can't tell.
It's corroded to within an inch of its life.
I was going to say it looks very dirty, or muddy, or just rotted out.
It's over in the rubbish pile. Now I was looking for something else. I have this really, really awesomely cool thing, and I've just found the other half of it. So now I've got one half and not the other, and it was the other way around not that long ago. What do I do with the other half?
This mainboard doesn't have onboard. It doesn't have any onboard networking.
Well, that doesn't help.
That's weird. Huh.
Mind you, since when does a mainboard not have onboard network?
Yeah. That's really weird. Even if I do get it loaded up, I can't connect it to the network and do updates.
Do you need an offboard network card? I have a couple.
It's all PCIe, so I can't just shove one of my old cards in it.
Sorry.
It does. It's the same color as the USB. And I'm just drunken doofus at the moment. So it's a very pink and inviting looking hole, and I'm going to shove this connector up inside it. There we go. I think it liked it. The Ethernet port is the same color as the USB 3.0 port. So naturally, looking at it from an angle looks the same. I was a little bit worried there. That's alright, it likes it.
Ah, I found one of my dev boards.
We have all peripheral interfaces interfaces now. Let's turn the power on and see what happens.
Dev board.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's got CAN bus on it. It's got the LCD. It's got programmable USB that can be USB host or USB device. Whole bunch of buttons, SD card slot. They're pretty cool. Haven't learned to program this one yet. So I found the other half of this. This goes with a drive bay thing that actually gives you PCMCIA slots, so laptop card bus slots on your desktop PC.
Nice. But you don't have the other half, do you?
I do, I just don't know where I put it. I actually saw it about an hour ago, and I have absolutely no idea where I saw it. I have both halves.
You're as bad as me.
I'm good at losing stuff.
I know I've got it, but it's been about an hour or two, and I've got no friggin' idea where it is.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, you're better than me then. Trust me, it'd take me days to find something like that.
So yeah, this is the other half, 3.5-inch
Oh,
unit.
okay.
And then you fit PC cards in. Yeah,
Very nice.
actually.
I've never seen one.
Aha! PC card modem, actually.
I've still
Yeah,
got
I
a couple of
don't
those old IBM laptop modems from the old Pentium 1 IBM laptops. I think I've still got a few of them.
It's a bit old, this one.
Yeah, they're not much different to that.
56K.
Yep. Yeah, they're a collectible. I don't throw them out.
That's pretty cool because it's a PCI card one end and you connect the two. You can just use SCSI connections because there's two. No, other way. Not that left, the other left. So they're just a pair of connectors.
Yeah. Do you
So
have
you
the
just use a
cable?
couple of SCSI cables and hook them together.
Ah, okay.
Now that I have both halves, I might actually install this into my Workbench PC, just because I can.
I have a power button.
Let there be not magic
Nothing.
smoke.
Let's turn the power supply on.
Does help. I'll let you be the star of the show for a minute.
It's not doing anything.
Plugged it in.
Power. It's turned on now.
Ah, yep, that'll help.
Graphics card fan is trying to eat cables, but that's about it.
I don't see a picture.
Yeah, I got. Oh, there we go.
Oh, wait, there's a picture.
Post errors. Check some error. Defaults loaded. Yeah, I've got a CMOS battery in there. I'm going to shove Mr. Happy Windows 7 disk in there.
7, it's a small upgrade. At least he's skipping Vista.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't wish that on the worst system in the world, to be honest.
I think
Actually,
I
maybe
only had to deal with.
I'd put it on an Apple just to be cruel. That's about it.
I think I only ever dealt with Vista for about 6 months.
I've never actually used it for any extended amount of time.
Yeah, as soon as the Windows 7 release candidate came out, I was there.
Yep. Yep. 。 .
'Cause 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 Though admittedly, I've embraced the modern age. My main desktop is Windows 8.1.
Eh, I still won't touch that. I know 8.1 is a bit of an improvement, but still, I'm not that desperate to have a modern operating system. I'll stick with 7. It's only $168 a copy.
You can still buy 7.
Yeah, I bought it on PC Case Gear, $165 or something.
I
Seven
keep
Pro.
it in mind.
Yeah, no, get on PC Case Gear and buy as many copies as you can. I'm tempted to buy 2 or 3 more.
Buy it while it is still buyable.
Exactly, before they change their mind and just take it off the market.
I'll stick with XP on my Workbench PC for now. I'm quite happy with it running XP.
I agree. As long as it can run XP without any major problems, I'll do the same thing.
Well, I had all those issues getting it on, but I
It's
figured
only
that
because
one
this
out.
is a modern iSeries system and I'm running software that basically needs 7. I'm upgrading to it. Otherwise, I'd be more than happy to go with XP. No, don't want to do that. USB, SATA.
Looks
Pretty
about right.
standard. Yeah. Power management. I'll just leave it on default. See what it does.
Not let out the magic smoke.
Well, so far the board's booted, which I'm happy with.
It's a
Made
good
it
start.
all the way from Western Australia to here without getting broken, so I'm happy. There we go. Optical drive spun up.
Loading operating system.
Optical drive sounds like it's going into orbit, but that's a good sign because it means it will load fast.
I can hear that from here. Windows is loading files. Please wait. Yeah, I got the comments and the video open on one machine here.
Mr. Facehugger was falling off the chair.
Yeah, you could seriously scare the hell out of someone waking them up with that right in their face.
Oh, yeah. Language to install. English.
Now, are you using DVI or VGA for your graphics?
DVI.
Yeah, I don't have a DVI KVM. Hey, there's a bit of software you might like. It's called Synergy. It lets you use one keyboard and mouse across multiple separate computers.
There we go. The blue USB ports are not active yet. They must be 3.0. The red ones are fine.
The blue one's on the back of the case or on the motherboard itself?
On the motherboard.
So the connector's on the rear panel?
3.0.
Yeah, USB 3's blue. The header on the motherboard's different as well.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the motherboard. The blue ones don't work. The red ones do. So the red ones must be 2.0.
Yeah, and Windows doesn't have a built-in USB 3 driver. I'll let it go back to auto change now.
I always thought the 2.0 was white. 1.0 was black.
No, USB 1 and 2 could be whatever color they chose.
Yeah, I figured.
Does this have USB 3? No, it does not. It's too cheap. Cheap little motherboard. And I don't know where my other SATA DVD drive is, so I can't do anything with this Sempron. Apart from put dead discs in it and spin them up.
And make horrible noises.
Yeah, it's a slightly sad disc. I really should get this P4 running. What's it need? Stuff. Nope, that didn't turn on.
Oh no. The camera's licked over my headphone cable.
Camera went for a bit of a dive.
Yeah.
I think there's something wrong with my P4 again.
Oh
no, there we go. It's alive now.
P4's peeing itself.
Yeah, it did the whole turn on, turn off thing.
Oh, I've got rain.
Oh, really?
Only a tiny bit. Coming in little patches.
Oh, look at that. Little patches of rain. Didn't even know they were coming. Good old rain. CMOS checksum error. Defaults loaded. Okay. Just continue doing whatever you were doing, computer. NT loader is missing. Press Control Alt Delete to restart. Oh, that sucks. Not that the disc in it sounds very healthy. What's the OEM sticker on this one for? Windows XP Home Edition. Well, that sucks. I don't have a copy of XP Home.
No, I only have Pro, and it's modified, so I can't give you a. Actually, yeah, I've got keys, but they're all Pro keys or Office keys.
I've broken my comments window again.
That's all right. I'm just loading Windows and listening to Feinflug Gulag. Speaking of Gulag, where are my cool hats?
Oh, look, there's the comments again, and I missed them all because my comments stopped commenting. I have no comment moderators. Okay.
Yeah, I've got no comments because I've got no wall PC.
I've got no comments because I missed them all. No! No! Oh, this sucks. No! No!
Welcome to using Google for Hangouts.
No, my screen's completely miscalibrated. I need a stylus. Ah, that's better. It's calibrated now. Okay, I might actually be able to get to the comments again. Come on. No, I didn't click the ad. Why do you click the ad? Oh, this sucks. No! Okay, that's it. Where's a mouse? Actually, I think I know. Oh, I have a mouse. Mouse! It was calibrated for all of about 15 seconds. Aha! Mouse. Hey. Now I'm going to have to go through about the past 30 minutes of comments to see what people have said. Sorry, commenting people. It stopped commenting. No, I've read them. Read them. I read them. Yep, okay, I was about up to... Oh, I missed half these comments. It sort of skipped a lot of them. I need 2 screens. I really do.
I like these headphones, but they don't let me wear my hat. It's horribly uncomfortable. There we go. Through the headphones.
Show update automatically, thank you. Oh, I've just hit show automatically and it's now showing me comments from the past half hour that I've just gone and read. Comments are so reliable.
I hate the glare from that fluoro. I need to replace it with something better.
You got some fluoros I gave you?
Yeah, it's just the glare from the tube coming down. My actual picture's just completely washed out.
Downlights.
I'm thinking that. AKA fire starters.
I got downlights. I put heaps of room above them when I put them in the roof.
Yeah, I don't have room.
Go back to my touch screen, it's happy. I gotta trace those pins on mine as well for you.
Oh yes, I can get my own that 3M touchscreen working.
Yes, there's mine's 3M.
Oh no, all you're going to get is bloody CD-ROM noise now. That was a bad idea. I hate this camera.
I've got a standard definition Microsoft one inside.
Alex is joining in a minute after a bit of a mission.
Did you give him the link?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, the link should still be... Yeah, there it is. That's what I keep meaning to measure. I've got this stupidly oversized fan on the side of my workbench PC. I keep meaning to measure how big it is. What do with the tape measure? Ah.
Yeah, fun part. Products key.
Nothing wrong with a 200mm fan on the side of the case. Free case. Oh, hang on. No, that's ideal. I really don't know where my other starter DVD drive went. You know, there's all these fancy buttons down the side of the Hangout thing, and I have no idea what any of them do.
Some of it's tools. The Hangout toolbox is quite handy, but a lot of it's just bullshit. Where was I? I'm just trying to put the CD key into the. Comply. Yes. Activation.
It's always good when it activates.
Especially with a brand new copy. I'd be a little bit worried if it didn't.
Yeah, my housemate knows about that. Twice.
Yeah, that's why I didn't buy one off eBay, thanks to your warning.
Yeah,
Thing is,
that's why.
cheaper buying it off PC Case Gear than it was buying it off eBay.
I'll have to have a look at PC Case Gear.
Yeah, $167 each. XP Pro 64-bit.
Hey, 64-bit XP was...
No, Windows Pro 64-bit.
Yeah, 64-bit XP was okay if you could find drivers for the hardware.
Yeah. No, your mileage may vary on that one. I do like how this has a removable microphone.
That is cool.
Yeah. Cheapest one on eBay, and I got it. The next cheapest is about $120 from Israel, and it looks completely fucked.
Hey, when it's in good condition, so much the better.
Yeah. It's fixable. I mean, it won't work as it is, but it's fixable. Yeah, it's loaded.
Be your most modern machine.
Yeah. Working. RAM's still cold. CPU temp's okay. VRM heat sink's not hot at all. GPU's a little bit warm, but that's about it. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yes. Now all I need to do is tie everything else together and build a plastic bubble over it, essentially. polycarbonate or acrylic sheeting.
Backlighting.
We need a clear for acrylic. Yeah, a bit of blue backlighting, I think. Nothing too serious, though. I don't want really bright lights.
You don't want it lighting up like a giant beam of awesome.
No.
Yeah.
What I need is... I really need network drivers so that I can then just download and install the video driver and everything. Easiest.
Yeah, well, Windows 7 can actually automatically get quite a bit of the hardware.
Detecting network problems. Let's see. Did not detect properly installed network adapter. Let's see.
Yeah. Detecting network problems. The problem we have detected is that you have no network.
Yeah, it couldn't find a solution to it. We're going to have to do this manually.
Please install a network card. Yeah.
Pretty much. It wants the motherboard drivers. Apart from the video, everything else is on board.
It's about normal these days.
Should see if I can get an i7 with it.
No, I think I've got an i3 somewhere.
Yeah, this is already an i5 2500, so I need a... What's the best i7 that'll fit an 1155 socket?
Have a look.
I know one of my subscribers in Canada was saying he had an i7 CPU kicking around that I could have, but that was a while ago. I'll have to see if he's still got it and what socket it is. Wonder if it's a 2011, it's no good, but if it's a 1155, I could use it.
I think you can go up to the Ivy Bridge.
Okay.
Hang on. Yeah, the 3 series. So say 3770. Because I think after Ivy Bridge was
Yeah. Mine's a 4770, I think.
Good evening.
Different. Wow.
Hello, hello.
Hey, here he is.
Am I muted? Nope.
You can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Good. How's it going?
Not bad.
alright yourself.
Oh man, I just had to go out and rescue a derpy Indian driver. He reckons the truck just stopped dead on him in the middle of the fucking Tonkin Highway. Anyway, he actually ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Alright? And then he went and got one of his Indian mates to bring him 20 litres of diesel, which they spilt all over the tank in putting it in, you know, so it's like, yeah, something's not right here, you know. Anyway, he claims that he didn't run out of fuel, but in the end he did. So he couldn't get it started again, of course, because it needed bleeding.
Mm.
Oh my god. The
Oops.
things we know on a Friday afternoon.
It was a Caterpillar diesel or something that just required an hour's worth of bleed work.
No, it's that little rhino that's troublesome as fuck. And yeah, let's just say it's not the easiest thing to bleed. It's not electronic. it's fully mechanical, but it's just not the easiest thing to bleed. And
Oh, some of those mechanical jobbies just take hours to get right. Oh, yeah.
and of course, the fucking bleeder screw has been used on that truck like 450 million times because they keep doing this. So the bleeder screw was round, not hex. So I ended up using the banjo bolt next to the fuel. Well, I used one of the banjo bolts on the fuel line, and you know, it's not the easiest method of bleeding because you're pissing it out and you get air back in and shit. And oh my god. So my Friday afternoon. I hope you guys had fun the last 2 hours.
Yeah,
Oh.
things are working right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I can
I
hear
made it.
bass.
Hear what?
I can hear bass. Like there's music playing.
Not on this end.
No?
Yeah, nothing flying here.
So anyway, how was your day, fellas?
Yeah, not bad. I've got wall PC on the wall.
Is it running?
I just loaded Windows 7 on the i5.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it works fine.
Is it fast?
I haven't even got the drivers loaded yet. I've got to put them on a stick. Copy it.
No. Did it load Windows fast?
Oh yeah, did that fine. Yeah, that was easy. It's ready to go. I just got to copy everything to a stick and shove it in there. It didn't find anything automatically, so no difference there between it and Windows 98. You still got to load every driver yourself.
Yeah. Nothing changes.
But no, it's working. The motherboard next to it's working. Both power supplies are mounted nicely. Yeah, it'll work very well. Just needs
It's
some
epically
tidy, clear acrylic front cover.
Oh, I'm getting used to this two monitors thing. If you wonder why I'm doing like this, and like turning my head.
I'm going to see if I can find a loose USB stick.
Oh, it's an empty safe.
There we go.
Ah, the happy Windows XP sound of I found something.
Oh, yeah. I just looked back through the live stream archive and I found a picture of, well, I found a frame of the wall PC mounted and Ned looking really derpy in the background. I should so capture that image. Oh, there we go.
It's,
Yep.
there you go. This camera sucks for mobility.
I've got a fairly good idea of what's going on there. You're using that video card as well. Or is that a different one?
No, it's this one you sent.
Yeah, that one should be alright for bloody rendering. Should be.
Oh, it'll do the job. It's what was it? 5770.
Yeah.
So it's basically half of what I've got in my bedroom PC. So I've got the 5970, which is a dual GPU one. So it's like two of these stuck together on the one board.
Makes a really good room heater.
Oh yeah, when I get home, I turn that computer on and just leave it. My bedroom is really nice all night. I don't have to run any other heater.
Your house
I'm
is
serious.
situation.
As soon as I get home, I just turn the bedroom computer on and watch videos all afternoon once I come out of the shed, and it's just fine. I wake up in the morning and do my usual video thing. I haven't turned the computer off at any point. It's great. I just turn it off before I go to work.
I love heating computers. They're awesome and cheaper than a space heater.
Yeah.
I would need a rack full of servers.
That can be arranged.
Nah, my
These are
house.
expensive servers.
My house. I think I told you the other day, Julian. My house is only a transportable. It's meant to be a materials like a core lab from up on the mines. It originally was a little, testing laboratory, so they didn't really bother to put too much like, living insulation or,
Yeah, what's insulation?
Some days I'm running the air conditioner up until 5 o'clock, and then when the sun starts to sort of, diminish in power, then by 7 o'clock I've got the heater on. I've got the reverse cycle on. It's shocking.
That instant foam in a can, just coat the outside in that. Voila, insulation.
Oh, God.
Funny thing is, I just bought one of those.
You wouldn't be far off.
Dad left me six cans of instant expander foam.
Oh,
So
fuck,
it's like-
it's got a gun.
It's like $200 worth of expander foam, and I've got these huge air leaks up in the roof around here, so I bought the gun for like $50 on eBay. You screw the can on top of it, and
Yeah. And off you go.
make it some, air
That's
leaks be
awesome.
gone. It's was Fischer, Germany.
I've got the $10 version.
Yeah, I've looked at those at the hardware store, and then Dad came home with about 6 big. The cans are twice the size of those. They're huge
Okay.
cans.
Well, this is for people to use at home. This isn't the grow grade
Commer-
stuff.
Yeah. I have looked at those before, and then I ended up with huge ones.
I wonder if I could post a link somewhere that you guys can see. I wonder.
Yeah, that's a decent foam canister. Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
it'll work.
Yeah, see, I
Easy.
bought that can to seal around my air conditioner, right? And I reckon I used about a quarter of the can, and that was it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this thing because it's really hard to clean this out, and they recommend storing it with
Yeah.
a full can for a limited amount of time. So I'm gonna find things just to fill full of foam.
Yeah, because I think you pretty much have to use the whole can through it and then clean it out. Otherwise, it ends up like my
Pretty
cheap
much.
one did.
Yeah, it goes on like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, but I like that. That's a serious bloody foaming tool.
I have to find something to fill with foam. I'll see if I can fill a scrap car tire with foam and then drive on it.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it works with hand trolleys like not pallet trolleys, but little two-wheeled shop trolleys. I've done that before. I tried it with a little car, but for some reason the foam didn't even expand. I'm guessing because I had pressure still inside the tyre, the gas didn't come out of the foam.
What was that? You put it in a tyre?
Yeah, when little car ripped one of her tyres open on that plasma TV about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I dumped a can of expander foam into it, and it did nothing. Like when I dismounted the tyre, it was like this thin plastic resin around the inside that just cracked apart and fell out.
Oh, right. It didn't go off.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
That's strange.
I'm guessing it was either just shit foam that had been exposed to too much heat or something over time, like it was just been on the shelf too long,
Yeah.
or something was wrong with the atmospherics inside the tyre. I genuinely did try and foam it just for the hell of it.
I wonder what would happen if like I got like a 2 litre Coke bottle or something, and then shove some in there and then put the lid on real quick. I wonder whether it would stop going off or.
I think it does stop going off. It won't pop the bottle. Oh,
I
that
don't
looks
know.
interesting.
I don't know what the quality is like on what's coming out on your end, but that's what happened to one of those poly caps, Ed.
Hang
Yeah,
on,
if you're in
I'll
high
send
definition,
you,
I can
Alex.
see it.
There we go.
It's burned it out.
Flames literally shot out of that crack.
Yeah. It's had enough. You'll be getting more of those soon.
I need to double my number so I can double my current handling,
Okay.
or at least a few more. I've still got a
I'll see
couple
what-
around here. I've still got a couple of the
I'll see
others
what I
around
can
here.
do.
That can
There's more in that box. I'm giving you another one of those cards that mounts onto the IGBTs.
Oh yeah, the snobber cards.
Yeah, I found that the artillery fuse box at my feet, which has been sealed for like the last year and a half, is full of those cards and other bits of that drive.
Oh fuck.
So I've emptied most of it into the box.
How do I turn off scratch?
So you'll have more caps and copper bar and other bits and pieces to play with.
I started building a new power stage out of copper bar. Well, flattened copper tube.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of just started giving up because it was going to be real fucked, and I didn't really. Yeah, I kind of gave up because it was going to be fucked. But if you have a look,
Hang on.
it's just oh, you're doing something. It's an old PC supply cooler,
Yeah.
and
I'll
there
send you
are some-
something very shortly. I've got packing tape now, so I can finish packing your box.
and I don't know if you can see them, Julian. They're MOSFETs, buddy.
There's some pretty beefy MOSFETs.
The 70 amp, 500 volt.
I'll get that package on its way on Monday or Tuesday, and you'll have some fairly chunky copper bars and other bits and pieces to finish that off.
Sweet. I've got to find an old machine case or an old relatively thick-skinned PC case, and actually start building it all inside it. So I can actually have the power cable going in, like I started with the Mac plasma.
An old distribution panel or something.
Something,
or a
yeah,
site,
just,
site power box.
yeah, something, just so I can mount all the hardware inside something and just have the coil itself coming out.
Yeah.
Have the pump in there, have all that kind of stuff. Because I want to move away from this dodgy pond pump that I've got, which is, a submersible pond pump. I have to get something that can handle hot water, because later down the line I'm going to be able to heat for long enough and large enough pieces that the water's going to get warm. It's going to be a thing.
See if you can find a rooftop solar hot water system.
Yeah,
The one look like a big cylinder with a solar panel beneath it.
yeah, like a solar heart. Yep.
Yeah, they have a all brass, like a Grundfos brand pump in them, a circulation pump.
Yeah.
It's a $700 pump,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
they are designed to run at really high temperatures.
Yeah, that might be a bit overkill, but yeah, if I could find one, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, they're only a small pump. They use about a 1-inch inlet and outlet, but
Yeah.
they're designed to run at high temperature all day long. They're either Grundfos or some other European brand.
Are they like a induction motor in them, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a contactless rotor. It has a stainless steel plate between the stator and the rotor.
Yeah.
And it just uses magnetic fields to spin the rotor, which has the impeller mounted on it.
Yeah, I've had a pump like that before. They're amazing the way they work. In fact, the coolant pump for the water-to-air intercooler in the Charade is a magnetic pump.
Pretty much. I've got a couple of them.
He's off hunting.
So what are you working on tonight, Julian?
Not much.
Oh, you're
Just
not hanging out.
trying to get my P4 running, but I don't have a copy of XP Home for it that I can't remember where I put it.
Just download it. There's actual legit ISOs that you're allowed to download of that now.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think
do
I
I-
actually might haven't iced.
Why do I have headphones on when the speakers are still on?
Because it's a cool look. Oh, wrong drive.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's what you get out of them, Alex.
Wow. Yeah, that looks impressive. It's overkill. It's impressive.
It's all bronze. No, the top half's alley and the bottom half's bronze, and that's basically what they come out of them. It's yeah, Grundfos.
No wonder they used to cost so freaking much.
Yeah, it's like $500, $600, $700 pump on its
Yeah,
own.
my dad got one of those solar huts installed in the 80s for like $6,500. A single unit
Yeah.
on a roof.
No, they're not cheap, but these pumps will handle hot water all day long. They're
Didn't have to pay
brilliant.
for hot
If you
water for a fucking long time.
if you can find them, pick them out of old water heaters, grab them. Just make sure if you do run them, they use a water bearing.
Yeah, so run it wet.
So run them that way, vertically,
Yeah.
and let them bleed out. Or if you run them that way, take this screw out and let water spew out the top before you start them. Fill the bearing with water.
Right.
So yeah, take the screw out, let it bleed, or run them that way.
Usually mains pressure would do it, eh?
It doesn't matter if it's on the mains pressure or not. If you don't bleed that water bearing, it will destroy itself.
Oh, I wonder how they bleed them when they're in situ then.
Like this, they do
No,
it themselves.
Oh, right, itself. Okay, I get you.
There's a slotted screw in the top. You just take that out, and
Yeah.
it'll bleed.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to bleed air out of the cylinder that comes up through here. It's like a solenoid with a closed capsule inside it. That's the only issue with these pumps.
Right. Say hello to the internet,
yeah.
Al. Hello to the internet.
Hello.
Howdy.
This is Al Ross.
Hey, there's most of
There's Julian, this fella, and the other
G'day.
fella is Ed.
G'day, g'day, Julie.
G'day.
Howdy.
But I could fucking I could walk off right now and let Ed and Al talk about fabrication, and yeah, we'd probably wake up in the morning in $2 to still be going at it. No, no, he says no.
Clocked off.
I've clocked off.
Oh no, I go home and I start fabrication.
I go home, I try to get some sleep.
So, no,
So,
can't remember. Oh, beer. Surprise.
Sapporo.
Save your coat for later when you go.
let's see if I can find drivers for this main board.
It's modern. It shouldn't be too hard.
Nah, it won't be a problem at all. ZS68MA.
I'll be back in a tick.
Roger.
Right.
GA ZS68. MA
Let's put it together.
D2H.
I was going to get motherboard and CPU parts and that. And install the drivers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't really spoken to Jordan. Or just having a chill out. And they're broadcasting it live at the same time on YouTube. So, here we are.
When you get the numbers,
Yesterday, actually, day before.
buy a bracket, mate.
I bought the bracket, yeah, it's too easy to buy it. Like $69 or something, $79.
Yeah.
I did have to make a bracket for that monitor.
Alright.
So I just eyeballed up 2 strips of alloy, some holes in them and there, drilled some holes in them, and there we go. Bodge up adapter plate.
Good job. Which one's the
Yeah,
new
I've
screen? The
got a
AC?
Samsung 24-inch though.
That's
To mount
fine,
on the wall
screen.
next.
There's my bodge up.
Looks good. It works fine.
Yeah.
I've done worse. I mean, I used Ali bar to mount that 42-inch plasma on my mate's wall.
Well, it's strong enough, isn't it?
Yeah,
As long as you don't disturb it.
for an old school 42-inch plasma, I just used 10 by 40 millimeter flat bar. Hell, I think it was even 10 by 30 millimeter.
Yeah,
10 mil.
10 mil's pretty, yeah.
Just thick enough. You get
That-
enough screw depth.
Yeah, well, I didn't tap into mine or anything. That's just holes drilled.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you've already got that in the back of the Visa mount.
Yeah. I could have got an adapter from like Harvey Norman or something, but I thought, yeah, by the time I drive there and pay for it, you know, I may as well use that in it and just drill a couple of holes and a bit of steel or alley and put it up
Yeah.
there. It's like, if I only had
Exactly.
mild
It's just
steel, it'd be up there
fabrication
rusting
work.
like that. You know?
It's just fabrication work. There's no point in spending money on something like that. I'll spend money buying the basic Visa mount, but modifying it, I won't go out of my way to get a custom bracket. I'll just make it myself. Mill it out. Throw it on the milling machine and mill it out if it's really complicated, or just, as you did there, cut it, drill it, mount it up. Job done.
I don't know how clearly that's coming through,
I can see that
but
fine.
that's the telemetry from the hexcopter crash.
You can see towards the end there, it's getting a bit erratic.
That was it spinning out of the sky, out of control.
Oh dear. At least it made it almost back to home.
Well, it was on its final landing descent when it ran out of batteries.
Oh, is that what it was? Shit.
One battery drained much quicker than the other,
Yeah.
and then it was all over.
Bummer.
Is that what happened to that?
Yep. Yeah, I'll show you these ones.
That's well fucked up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, why can't they publish these drivers just as one package? Oh, wow. That's a beast.
It's very bent.
Yeah.
That's level.
Looks like an umbrella got caught in the wind. Destroyed.
Look at that skid.
Now it's just a piece of artwork.
Yeah, it's artwork now. Every single one of the arms, well, all of the arms got bent a little bit, but the only things that survived were the base plates and the electronics. The rest of it's trash. So to replace a $60 frame, it's gonna take me like 4 hours worth of soldering, and then we made pink bits version 2. So at least I've still got something to fly.
Nice.
Don't let it run out of battery.
Well, here's something funny. One battery was at 11.5 volts, the other was at 9. Right? But the battery that did have the 9 volts left had an extra load on it besides the motors. It was also running the flight controllers. Right? It was also running, you know, the LED lighting. It was also running the transmitter gear, the telemetry gear. So it probably had maybe, I don't know, it could have had an extra, maybe even up to 800, 900 an amp of draw on it compared to the other battery. So, don't know, mate. We just know that the battery that well, the battery that was running all the electronics went flat before the battery that was running just motors, anyway.
Now, what sort of batteries do you use? Ah, hang on, let me just wander over to my crap pile in this direction. Over here. Where did I put it? Why do I have so much stuff and yet I never know? Ah, that's what I'm after.
Sounds normal.
Any use to you?
Nah, those things are... Nah. If you really want to have fun with that, charge it and then stab it with something stabby. And run away. But make sure it's fully charged before you stab it, otherwise it won't be much fun.
I agree.
I need to find a charger.
No, right.
It's called
We
an
could
arc
just
welder.
put 240 volts into it.
You can do, but you blow out...
Use an arc welding transformer.
Yeah, nah. The best way is to crank them up slowly so they actually get fully charged before you overvolt them, so they've got plenty of bang in them when they do go. The more electrical energy that's stored in them, the bigger the bang.
Variac.
Well, fellas, I'm going to get off this for a little while and have a chat with Al. And, yeah, I'll talk to you shortly.
Go.
No worries, mate.
Huh, that's a bit random. I think oh, it's a little bit warm inside this P4. Very toasty.
Is it still alive?
Yeah, I just burnt a copy of XP Home for it. I'm trying to figure out why only one drive in it's showing up. They're both set as master. That would be why only one drive's showing up. What the? The power supply keeps turning on and off. Like the system's not, but the fans keep sort of...
Thermally controlled, or is there something horribly wrong?
I don't know, but I've never seen one do that before. I think I might be a bit sick. Let's try that and see what happens. I think the power supply is a couple of light bulbs short of a Christmas tree.
Ah, that won't help.
Yeah, it seems to be running the CPU fan and the power supply fan at a low idle until the machine's switched on. I've never seen anything do that before. Ah, look at that. Now it can see two. Ah, BIOS battery's dead. That's awesome. Yeah, I think the I don't know why it's running the fans at idle, and I don't know why the motherboard's running the CPU fan at idle, unless it's overheating. Let me just have a look. PC health. CPU temperature is 30 degrees. Yeah, I've got no idea. That is something I have never seen before. Definitely impressively random, though. Boot from CD. Yes, please read the CD. Ooh. Setup is inspecting your computer's hardware configuration. Ah, the old press F6 to install a third-party driver. I don't miss those days.
Hmm.
It's a Windows 7 desktop.
It is. I'm just finding drivers.
You're joining the modern age.
Yeah, I have.
I wonder if there's any power in this battery. Where's my multimeter? Oh. Old-fashioned analog multimeter.
Mm-hmm.
10 DC volts. Yes, because this can't possibly end in tears. Ah, yeah, it ended in tears. I broke my multimeter probe. Little probe. My probe has some size issues.
Yep, that's what she said.
Oh, it's well and truly stuck in there too. Come
Yep,
out,
that's
little.
what she said.
Up. Whoops. I removed the probe from the probe. Ah, there we go. Right, let's try this again. You're never too old for... Okay, I had it set to 10 volts and it just shot off the end of the gauge.
Well,
Oh,
it's
it's an
excited
11.
now.
It's an 11 volt battery. No wonder it shut off the end of the gauge. Hey, I think this battery has a bit of power left in it.
All right.
It's reading at 11 volts.
Okay. So it's potentially able to hold enough charge to be stabbed with something and then catch fire.
I think it's actually fully charged. I'm not about to go stabbing a hole in it in the middle of my shed, however. That might be goodbye house.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's definitely an open air thing.
Yeah.
Windows XP licensing agreement. Yeah. I need to get to the bottom to see if it's OEM. WX.4HUM-RTL. Ah, it's a retail copy of Windows. Oh well. I agree to whatever you just asked if I agree to it. I don't know what it asked me to agree to, so I agreed to it anyway.
What's chat doing? I haven't seen chat since I closed the original War PC down.
No, I haven't paid much attention either. Sorry, people.
Nobody cares.
To my most recent comment, it's an ATX power supply, so it's really doing its own thing. I'm assuming the batteries one is about the LiPo batteries. To avoid them exploding, they're charged in. I think they're charged in series and discharged in parallel. No, might be the other way. One way or the other. One way is series, one way is parallel, and yeah, really bad stuff happens if you happen to ignore that fact. You're a badass with your ribbon of bullets.
Ribbon.
I don't think it's a Navy cap. What is your hat? It's not a Navy cap, is it? It's Soviet.
I'm not wearing it at the moment, but yeah, they're Soviet. It's not a ribbon, it's a belt. And yeah, I wear Soviet officers' visors. One of them is NKVD, also known as the KGB, and the other one is Red Army Officer. I prefer the KGB one because it's just plain old evil.
The battery is 3 cells. They're LiPo, which are even more fun than the older lithium-ion. LiPo is fun.
Yeah.
I used to have a large box of laptop batteries. Unfortunately, I got rid of them.
I probably had 100 kilos or so of lithium battery packs, but again, they made their way into the scrap metal bin.
Yeah,
nobody else wanted them.
The pile and run like hell.
Even then, they're disappointing when they burn. I tried burning numerous laptop battery packs, but they barely even went poof. I just ended up dumping them. I just ended up dumping them at the scrapyard in the metal pile. There's nothing exciting about lithium-ion laptop batteries. Lithium polymer, yeah, if you overcharge them and then puncture them, they're a bit of fun. But standard lithium-ion multi-cell packs from laptops, especially the dead ones, are boring. I just throw them in the rubbish bin now.
Yeah, I should probably actually ask my father first if he has a use for this battery. He does do model aircrafty stuff, but I think he gets more powerful batteries. Windows XP Home Edition sports a brand new visual design that combines a sleek look, clean lines, and appealing colours. Well, it's out of date now. It's an old school visual design.
I love the way it says that every time you turn it on. Well, not turn it on, but load it up.
Well, for currently active in the nearby vicinity systems, you've got the newest with Windows 7. I'm surrounded by XP.
That's not a bad thing. I prefer XP.
It does the job. Whoops. Installing devices. You know what? It'll probably find drivers for most of the devices it's installing too. Hey, 443 subscribers. I'm slowly getting there.
No, I don't want domain, I want Domino's.
The domain of food.
Yeah, I want dinner, not domain.
wonder what that actually says. Ah, that's what it says. The bit of text at the bottom right-hand side of the Hangouts window is covered by my touchscreen's right-click button.
Hmm?
And it's down the bottom right. I've got a little button for right-clicking the mouse. So I couldn't see what the Hangouts window had behind it. Anyway, it's got the number of viewers and a links button.
Oh, okay.
Just realised, even if I get this XP machine going, I can't put it on the internet. I've only got one Ethernet port down here at the moment and no switch attached to it. It's, oh, come here, camera. This time I won't turn it off by accident. It's just a socket punched onto the end of the red wire with a patch cable coming off it. It's the lazy person's Ethernet termination. Ah. Oh. There is another small flaw in setting up this XP machine. I may have forgotten to attach a mouse to it.
Ah. That could be a problem.
Just have to do it the old slow fashion, the slow old-fashioned way. That looks better. Next, workshop. No organization. Please enter your product key. Okay, my product key is. I'm gonna have to go all the way over here to read it. My product key is that. I'm not reading my product key out loud. Right. Product key typed in, and Windows says I had accepted the product key. Okay, apparently this was an OEM copy of Windows XP because it accepted the Wednesday, January 1st, 2003. No. It's July 4th, 2014. It is 10:09 p.m. and we're GMT plus 10. I'm not complaining. It actually accepted the key. That makes me happy. Though there's a good chance I modified that ISO image to turn it from retail into OEM and just forgot to update the EULA file. I think I used to have a copy of Windows XP. Instead of that long multi-page license agreement, it simply said, you agree that you haven't read it, and when it screws you, that's your bad.
That's like mine. It just bypasses all that shit. It does it automatically.
Who reads an end-user license agreement?
Yeah. It just knows that I don't give a shit and bypasses it. It's kind of like the license key part. It's like we're not even going to prompt you to click OK. We're just going to bypass the whole damn thing.
Yep. Oh. Okay, in checking the comments, yeah, if you want to ask a car question in the comments, feel free.
What comments? I'm ordering pizza.
I know you're ignoring the comments. You haven't read the comments since
Like 2
you
hours.
shut down all PC parts. In reply to another comment here, the CT5807 is, I also believe the ES1373, along with a couple of others. Okay, I will find, if I can remember, Sound Blaster Audio 60, PCI 64. I know I have one around. I had to get the drivers recently. I've just got to try and find the No! Spam site! Creative Labs' old support URL has been bought by a spam site. Always frustrating. Creative Labs, what are you doing to me? Others. That's what I want. No, it's not. Click here. Okay. Oh, Creative, what have you done? They don't actually have drivers for their very old Sound Blaster cards.
That's typical.
Oh, wait, no, there it is.
I
It's
don't-
on the right. I'm just blind.
I had enough trouble getting creative drivers for current cards. Actually, it was even worse. I could get drivers for current cards back in the early to mid 2000s, but I couldn't. No, sorry, I could get drivers for old ones, but the current ones, like my Sound Blaster Live, when I lost the CD, it was a nightmare trying to get drivers for it. They would not release drivers free to the web.
Okay, CT5807. CT. I was never a great fan of this model of sound card because they're always a pain in the butt to get drivers for. Actually, hang on, I might actually have a set of drivers here. I'll have a look. Drivers. Don't think in here. Nope. Why do I get the feeling that it will be buried deep in my folder of... See, here's the downside. My folder that's likely to have the drivers is about 8 years worth of software downloads, and I really have no method of sorting them very well. It's just a complete mess. I'll have to have a look when I can get back on my desktop inside and do a proper search, because if I search it over the network, I'm going to break a lot of things. Mainly being my network. Aha! Okay, so I have an answer for the sound card one. I'll just put a link into the comments. Comments can't contain links. Please put the link in your video description and refer to it. I think if I want to post a flipping link on my own video, screw you, Google.
That's why I gave up trying to post links on my Hangouts.
You know what? I will work around this. Please note that anywhere that the word dot appears should be replaced with a dot. Yes! So go to that link. On the left-hand side, you'll have a whole bunch of sound card models. You want the very bottom option that says Others. Ignore the middle column, and on the right you want Ensoniq Audio PCI. That's why it rings a bell to me. Because it began its life as an ES1373, which was an Ensoniq chipset. Creative kind of bought it and called it their budget chip. Creative don't make budget chips. They make high quality chips. When they needed a budget sound card, the best thing they could do was buy a cheap sound card manufacturer and go, ours now. Whoops. Windows changed my screen resolution for me and I accidentally cancelled the thing, so I've got Windows XP in 640 by 480.
Oh dear. You're having a good night with that one, aren't you?
It's running.
Yeah. Is that... Oh, that's the one that I gave you. Where did I even get those from?
I don't know, it's one of the ones you gave me.
I can't even remember where they came from.
Ah, it needs a mouse. It's starting to make its way into the too hard basket.
Oh, Brad gave them to me. I don't even know where he found them. Yeah, one of V8 Jagnut's friends gave them to me.
You might have an answer to the car question, Ed. This one, because you're not reading the comments. Someone here has an EF Falcon and the airbag fuse keeps blowing and the airbag light flashes twice, waits and then repeats. They've tried a different airbag and it keeps blowing the fuse. I think the airbag controller might have a short.
Quite possibly. That's where you disconnect the airbags and the module and you put a light and a 1 or 2 second timer on the dashboard light and make it look like the system is working and just forget about it. That's exactly what Brad does.
Yeah,
the EF that went for a swim up in Queensland had the similar sort of problem where the airbag system just freaked out because it got waterlogged. That airbag light is now replaced and replaced with another LED connected to a timer. So as soon as you turn the ignition on, the airbag light comes on for a predetermined amount of time and then turns off like it's supposed to. That's it. Everything else is disconnected.
It just looks shiny and legitimate.
Being an EF, rebuilding the airbag system on that car is going to cost about 10 times as much as the car's worth, so don't bother. Just disconnect it, bodge it up, or just get rid of it. That's what worries me about new cars and modern cars. If you have to replace the airbags and things, you're basically condemning the car to scrap.
Good old modern technology, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, I know Windows. You want to activate. Guess what? You can't do it. Because I can't attach you to my network. Plus, you probably don't even know you don't have a network drive. It doesn't even have a USB 2 control. What version of XP is this? Oh, this is Windows XP Home with no service pack. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's Windows XP Home Service Pack nothing.
AMD 5770 drivers.
Okay,
Why
where's
is
the
it showing a
MP
much?
control? Oh,
Why is it
pardon?
showing a much bigger card than what I've got? I guess because the cooler just sucks. AX 5770. It must be 1 gig 5770.
Do you know where the airbag control module is on that model, Ford?
No, not at all.
No, that one we can't answer. I don't really do
Yeah.
much with Fords or Holdens.
I've never tried to mess with one either. Knowing what the Mitsubishis and the Toyotas are like, it's probably under the center console. Start there.
I don't think it's 6 days of updates with this XP machine. I'm pretty sure it's more like 6 months of updates. If it's service pack nothing, it needs all the updates that have been released since 2002. That's a not insignificant number.
All the cars that I've worked on that have airbags, the module has been under the center console. In Blue Rav, it was behind the shifter, which is Toyota. So the Mitsubishi Verada, it was forward of the shifter, directly under the HVAC controls, like right in the middle of it. I think it was just below the ECU and the transmission computer. So I'd be willing to bet that Ford's similar. It's probably right under the center console. If not, a quick Google search on the subject will probably reveal a chassis diagram showing where they are. It's basically, most of this stuff's on the internet. There's probably even directions on how to bypass it.
The internet's a wonderful place.
Yeah. I don't blame him. I mean, once the system on that sort of car goes faulty, it's going to cost more than what the car's worth just to fix the damn thing.
Easiest solution, make the problem go away in the first place. No airbags.
Pretty much. A car that old, you don't need airbags.
Though thinking of airbags, we really need a nice day to set off our toy.
Yeah, well, we need a place to set off our toy.
That could be arranged. But we need a nice day. Actually, I think that we could probably set it off at my father's. It's big, it's empty, and it's not a gun.
Pretty much. Yeah, driver's airbag inside a clothes dryer. It's Australia though. They'll just class it as a bomb.
Yeah, maybe we should just set the airbag off all by itself.
Yeah, but everyone's done that though.
Yeah, okay. Well, when are we going to try and...
That's why I say I don't know what to do with it. I mean, you can't do anything in my backyard that's fun because it'll throw shrapnel into the people next door. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. We need a property, which you have more connections than I do for that one.
That I can arrange. We just need something cool to do with it. How about LCD TV launching?
Well, that's what I was thinking originally. Yeah, put it under a TV and see how high it flings it.
I will have a chat to my wonderful father. Oh, he's awake. I love it when he's awake. Not often for this. Oh, yeah, it's not often for 10:25 at night. He's playing a game though, so it may take him a while to respond to me. Now, I wanted to do something with this XP machine, and I can't remember what. Not much, because I can't put it on the network. Short of running a new Cat 5 from inside the house, which I'm not horribly keen on doing. Because I'll trip over it. I can't remember what I was doing.
I'm just trying to find drivers. The AMD website's a little bit confusing, but I'll just go straight to the Power Color website. There we go.
Actually, you're on your Windows 7 machine, aren't you?
Yeah.
Click Start.
I'm trying to download drivers.
Yeah, X7 should be able to automatically get the drivers.
I've already found them.
Well, you beat 7. Yeah, 7's actually pretty good. It will find most of the hardware drivers for your devices automatically. You've just got to turn it on.
Oh, okay. My dinner's ready. It's going to be delivered any minute now. I'm going to pop off the live stream and got a few things to tidy up outside before I go inside and hibernate. Might try this again tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I'm not sure what time I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm a bit exhausted tonight because I've been flat out all day. Now,
Well, depending on what time I get my rear end out of bed on Sunday, I might pop down to do the mains for the arcade machine.
Yeah, if you
It's
get
still
time,
on my
that's
list.
fine. Yeah, the computer wasn't even trying to download from the web, so it can turn off. All right. Hope everyone's had a good afternoon and night. Well, live stream.
It has been fun. I might
Improve and work on this. All right. I'll see you all later.
have a good one.
Definitely be better once I get this computer running properly and dual monitors and everything. That'll be tomorrow.
It will be incredibly shiny.
All right. I'll see you later. I'll chat with Julian on Steam instead. On Pete's
Yeah, I might
back.
head off myself and head inside. I'm a little bit cold out here.
Yeah, same here. All right. See
Thanks
you
for
later.
watching, guys.